USC and UCLA. The Big Ten is taking over Los Angeles, man, as USC and UCLA are looking to leave, or it's a done deal pretty much, are leaving the Pac-12 to join the Big Ten. The Big Ten's invading Los Angeles. We're going to talk about it and what it means as far as conference realignment, who else we could see, and why that alliance that they created last summer went to hell after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What's good, my people? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here with the Black Boss channel with Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, the Big Ten, as I said, is invading Los Angeles as USC and UCLA, the premier schools in the Pac-12, are chucking up the deuces to the Pac-12 and flying thousands of miles to some of these Big Ten schools and joining the Big Ten Conference. The Big Ten Conference, headquarters in Indianapolis. They're joining the Big Ten Conference because it's all about the cheddar cheese in college sports. Let me take you to an ESPN article. This story was broke earlier today. Let's go ahead and read it. It says, UCLA, USC planning move from Pac-12 to Big Ten, says the sources. USC, UCLA, two of the Pac-12 flagship. Flagship means premier. Flagship means original. Flagship means y'all ain't supposed to be leaving. Two of the flagship programs are planning to leave the conference for the Big Ten as early as 2024, and a move is considered imminent, sources told ESPN. There is still a formal notification process as the two schools have let the Pac-12 know their intentions to leave. USC and UCLA also have to formally apply to the Big Ten, according to a source, but that process is already underway, of course, because we know what's going to happen. Multiple sources told ESPN on Thursday the move is expected to happen. A source called the next steps formalities, and an announcement could come within the next 24 hours. A source said the exploration of finances and what it would take to make the move has been going on for weeks. While finances are playing a big role in the move, competitiveness, brand, and overall landscape of the future of the sport have played a bigger role. USC and UCLA have to make the decisions to position themselves best for long term. A source familiar with the move told ESPN the future is so uncertain, we need to be operating from a position of strength. The Mercury News first reported the news of USC and UCLA's departures. The reason this move would be less disruptive than the potential moves in the ACC is the USC and UCLA have a grant of right tied to the current Pac-12 television contract, which expires after the 2023 football season and the 2023-24 school year. That's why the expectation is that both schools can go to the league for the 24-25 season and not suffer any financial penalty. So what that means is the reason why USC and UCLA are able to leave their conference pretty soon without major financial penalties is because basically the conferences, the way the schools are tied to the conferences is based off TV deals, right? Like how they can move, when they can move is all based around TV deals. And since their TV deal ends after the 23-24 school year, it makes it easy for them to move and go to the next conference by 24-25. That's why they said it can happen as soon as 24-25. Now, why this is kind of surprising? There's a couple of reasons. Well, one, because after last year, so right around this time last year is when we found out Texas and Oklahoma were going to SEC, and it kind of shook college, you know what I'm saying? Kind of shook college sports all together. My God, the SEC, they're gobbling up all our schools. They're gobbling up. They're making a super conference, et cetera, et cetera. So the Pac-12, the ACC, and the Big Ten all came together to form this little happy-go-lucky alliance, right? They said, well, we all love each other. We're going to play each other, and we're not going to steal each other's schools. We're not going to be like the big bad wolf, the SEC. We're not going to be greedy like the SEC. We're going to help each other all out, and we're going to be one big happy family. This happened just last summer, right? And then the Big Ten said, USC, UCLA, y'all think about messing with us? Y'all think about coming to our conference and leaving this alliance? Ugh, to hell with that alliance. Come on over here because we need them games, especially when I'm specifically talking about football. We need those games against specifically USC. And now that you got Lincoln Riley, we need that game on our schedule. We need Michigan State to go against USC. We need Ohio State to go against USC. We need Penn State to go against USC. We need Michigan to go against USC and UCLA, that is. Especially if they expand this playoff. If they expand the college football playoff, we don't want to see 6 SEC schools and only 1 Big Ten school. We don't want to see, if it goes to 10, we don't want to see 6 or 7 SEC schools, 5 or 6 or 7 SEC schools in an 8, 10, 12-man playoff. Nah, because they're going to give 1 at large to like a smaller school. We don't want to be left out with just Ohio State or Michigan only having a chance to make the playoff. We want a USC in that playoff. We want a Michigan State in that playoff, or at least have a chance, especially if it expands from 4 to 8 or to 10 or to 12 or whatever. So this is our chance to do that because the SEC are going to have better odds now that they got Oklahoma and Texas, because they're going to want to put one of them schools in the playoff to go along with the Bamas and the Georgias and the LSUs and the Texas A&Ms and the Floridas, etc., Tennessees, etc. So yeah, we want our hand in it. And USC also gives us better basketball schools. UCLA historically, basketball school. USC's put a lot of dudes in the NBA, from Evan Mobley, DeMar DeRozan, OJ Mayo. A lot of dudes recently, Kevin Porter Jr. A lot of dudes recently coming out of USC as far as the basketball space goes. So yeah, we want a piece of that. It's just been a wild day in sports. Kevin Durant has to be traded. USC and UCLA leaving the Pac-12. Now the Pac-12 is in scramble mode because they were caught off guard. Their commissioner of the Pac-12's on vacation. This is the time folks go on vacation. He's in Montana. He don't even know what's happening. Yo, this is so wild, man. Hey, this was a gangster move by USC because USC now you get some marquee games. I mean, the travel's going to be hell. Let's call it what it is. The travel for USC for these Big Ten games are going to be hell. Traveling from, it's 2,600 miles from Maryland to Los Angeles. Like to go to Maryland, Los Angeles, 2,600 miles. But to have a Michigan USC game at the Coliseum, you don't think that's going to sell out at the Rose Bowl? Ohio State USC on a regular? Michigan State traveling to the Rose Bowl, traveling to Pasadena, Michigan going up to play UCLA. You don't think Ohio State, hell, they can already recruit nationally. You don't think it'll make a little impact if they can go once, every other year or every 2-3 years, go out to Los Angeles and snag a couple of recruits while trying to beat USC and Lincoln Riley? You don't think it matters to Lincoln Riley when he's going to recruit some of the top players in the state of California and let them know they're not going to be playing these soup sandwich teams like Oregon State and like Washington, but instead they're going to go play Michigan and Ohio State and Michigan State and Penn State, some of the best teams in the country? You don't think that matters in recruiting? It does. It does, to know that you're going to go play. Yeah, you got to travel far, and yeah, mom and dad might not go to see it, but that's going to be on TV. Woo-wee. Hey, this is a big day in college football sports. This is a big, big day. And if you go and show out in those games, it's one thing to show out against Oregon State, and it's another thing to show out against Washington State, and it's these other Pac-12 schools, Colorado and whatnot. But if you're a USC player and you show out against Michigan, them NIL deals is going to be real, real nice. You show out against Michigan State, against Penn State, against Ohio State. Yeah, them NIL deals are going to be real, real nice. When 10, 20, 30 million people are watching on TV, yeah, them NIL deals is going to look real, real nice if you're Caleb Williams, if you're some of these guys at USC or UCLA. We'll see what happens, man. I love it, man. I love everything about it. Leave your thoughts. I want to hear from you. I'm responding to all comments. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Balls channel. Be sure to subscribe to the Black Balls channel. We have 63,000 subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Hit that like button. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLighty7 on Instagram and Twitter at JLighty7 for all your content needs. Right there. Thank you, guys. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. I will see you next time. Peace.